Kweku, Sekenia Branti, Kweku Africa. And today on the show, I told you that we're going to have an interesting personality. His name is Nestena. Nestena. I think most of you know him. He is the vice president for one of the finest associations in Ghana, and they've been very instrumental in this Igbo must go, Igbo must stay issue. So I'll be crossing over to Nestena. Unfortunately, those of you on TikTok, I have a problem. I mean, streaming on TikTok, so I'm just trying to pick the feed from here. But let me just go and then welcome Nestena, and then when I'm done, I'll try and stream here for my TikTok fans. Let me. I don't know, but okay. Let me welcome Nestena. Let me welcome Nestena here in the studios. Good evening, good afternoon, my brother Nestena.
Good afternoon. How are you doing?
I'm good, and you?
Yeah, not too bad. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so you are the vice president for, what is the name of the association?
I'm the vice president for Patriotic Concerned Youth Alliance.
Very good. Patriotic Concerned Youth Alliance. Okay, so how long has this association existed? How long?
So the association has been in existence for a little over 5 months now. When we started this issue of Niger must go, Igbo must go, and all stuff, we had a perception of putting together some individuals who will be able to champion this cause and then help Ghanaians to realize that the influx of Nigerians and mostly illegal people in our country was becoming a rampant thing in Ghana. So we put together two heads together, and then we formed this association. So for a little over 5 months, we've been in existence.
So meaning the association was mainly formed, to target illegal immigrants, especially the Igbos, right?
Of course. When there was darkness, there should be light. So we came as a light to brighten everywhere, so that we can tackle the miscreants, the criminals, the illegal people who are in our country doing all sort of nonsense. And we tend to form this association just specifically to drive illegal people from our country. Hence, the Patriotic Concerned Youth Alliance coming together to organize and call all Ghanaians, both in the diaspora in Ghana, to champion this agenda. And that's why we organize and we form Patriotic Concerned Youth Alliance.
But guys, before I move on, let me issue a disclaimer. So like I've said always, I am a journalist. Like I say always, I am a journalist. And so when you see me moderating issues, you don't expect me to, as I'm moderating now, I am asking questions that anybody will ask. So I'm asking questions where that the Igbos, if they were to moderate the issue, they will ask. I'm also asking questions where maybe Ghanaians will also ask. And I'm also asking questions where somebody watching us abroad will also ask. So when I ask questions that you think is going in favor of the Igbos, don't put me in that bracket. People do that a lot. Oh, why are you asking this question? Are you a Nigerian? Are you a Togolese? Are you a this? Are you a that? Like I said, I'm just one person, but I'm representing all those people outside there. So when you hear me ask some questions, be fair to me. Don't judge me. And number two, if you want to ask any question, you can channel your question into the inbox. We will stream on TikTok, but now we're on YouTube, Kweku Africa on YouTube. Leave your questions in the background. And in case you want to, maybe, I don't know, but if I open the TikTok, I have my WhatsApp number streaming down there. You can send your questions down there, and maybe I will see if maybe I will pick one or two people. I'm not too sure, but maybe I'll do that. I'm trying to put together the TikTok so that we can have people also joining from the TikTok. So you are not based in Ghana, right?
No, I'm not based in Ghana.
Are you okay putting out your country?
No.
Okay, all right,
Everybody,
that's fine.
everybody knows. Everybody knows I'm in the UK. I don't mind. Everybody knows. I'm not a
Everybody knows.
coward. I'm not a coward. You know, yeah, I'm not a coward. I'm a bold
Hey,
guy.
I so why is what about heat me?
I said, I mean, say, open information. I'll give you information if you want the
Next
content
time
that you want.
he's on heat. I think he's ready to give it to me back. Okay, so next,
It's not me giving it to you. It's me giving it to these people who want to see Nestana. I'm here.
all right, that's okay. So last time when you posted one of the things on TikTok, somebody said that. So you are in the UK and you are advocating for Nigerians, for Ghanaians to push away Igbos who are living in Ghana. You are living in someone's country and you're advocating for your countrymen to push people living there. So assuming if some bad nut in your UK of which I mean it's normal, engage in some petty theft, some one or two things, and the UK also decide to also sack Ghanaians in the UK. Are you going to be happy about it? So why will you make this move when you are in the same shoes as the Igbos and the Nigerians living in Ghana?
Thank you very much, Goku. There's something called patriotism. It goes beyond wherever you live. Last month, Tommy Robinson, who is the far cry
The far
activist,
right.
far right activist who championed the fact that illegal immigrants, people who have come to their country to seek asylum, should leave their country. He's not doing out of sentiment. He's not doing it because of money. He's doing because he is a patriotic citizen of the land. I'm living in the UK, living here lawfully. I didn't just decide to come. They put in an advert that they wanted XYZ people, and then we applied. They went through scrutiny. I have my documents to work here. I didn't want to come here because I want to be in my country. But obviously, you want to change countries because you want to upgrade yourself, because of knowledge, because of education. That's why I came here, not to become an illegal immigrant, but to become a legal migrant in this country. And I have all my documentations. And I have not in any way or form gone against the laws of the country. I have not unalived people. I have not done any organ harvesting. I've not done any illegal things. If I do anything which is illegal, contrary to what the laws of the country want, I'll be living in Ghana by now. I'll be in Kotoka International Airport where my family will come and meet me at the airport. So the fact that I am in somebody's country, it gives me the authority to follow what the laws of the country provide, even though I have my documentation. But I can't drive illegally. I can't drive anyhow I want. I can't do some sort of unaliving of people. I can't come and create my own constitution in my head and follow it. I need to go according to the laws of the country. However, we've got people who, because of the scammers thing called ECOWAS, have come into our country and they are doing all sort of illegalities. If you go to Rome and you can't do what the Romans do, the citizens will enforce you to do what the Romans should do. So if I go into I came to the UK and I consistently go according to the laws, I'll be safe. But if I go against the law and I do what the people are not happy for me to do, because I'm coming here as a visitor, because I want to work and gain money to come and look after my family. Therefore, I should be able to be a law-abiding citizen. However, if I choose to go against it, then the laws of the country will deal with me. If the laws do not, the citizens will see to it that the recalcitrant person who have come in between them and is fighting against their own laws, they will then ask me out of their own system. And that is what we are doing. We are not going against anybody. We are sanitizing our own system, which is broken. We are sanitizing our own country, which is corrupt. We are making sure that the laws that it should be working for the citizens work for the citizens, not for the foreigners. And so, if you ask me this question, I'm in some of this country, that is true, but I'm a law-abiding person. I did not flaunt around in the UK with my shoulders up and calling myself Nestana. and going against the things that the law says I shouldn't go against. And so there is no point in we putting patriotism ahead of us and fighting for the common cause of our own country. Because if we leave the country one day, if we are not in the UK, where are we going? I'm not going to the Jamaica. I'm not going to any other country. I'm going back to Ghana, which is my beloved country. And so I need to fight. I need to make sure that I put my patriotism ahead. Thank you, Kwaku.
Yeah, so, but Nestena, I mean, you answered the question so well. So, I mean, you are not doing any bad thing. You are not causing problem. So, and I believe that there are some Ghanaians who go contrary to the law. Is that right? There are Ghanaians who do that. There are Ghanaians who misbehave. There are Ghanaians who are fighting. There are Ghanaians who are abusing others. There are Ghanaians who are, I mean, a number of them. Are you saying that if that happens, all Ghanaians in the UK should also be attacked or should also be sacked? Is that what you are saying?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that the laws of the UK are strict and they are working properly. But you and I, as we sit here, we know that we are in a broken system called the Ghana system. The system is broken. The laws are not working in favor of the citizens. Even to the foreigners, the laws are not working. The law is a dilapidated law. The system is broken. And so if I'm in the UK and then Ghanaians are doing all sort of illegalities. Last time you saw Kubala priest, Kubala chief or something in Scotland, claiming that his forefathers who were supposed to claim that land some years ago did not claim it. So he's coming to claim it. The laws of the country worked. So the citizens did not need any need. They have no right to even go and attack the person because the laws and the people, they were working for the people, not against the people. However, the African laws and the African system is a broken system, which the politicians do not see the need to protect the integrity and the sovereignty of the citizens, but they bow down to the foreigners. They bow down and heed to the attention of the foreigners because they are their paychecks, their paymasters. So if I live here and I'm doing any illegalities, I do not need any citizen to come and say that run out of my country. The system will cash me out. The system will flush me out. But in Ghana, the systems are not working. Therefore, it is the responsibility of the citizens to step up to the occasion, to clean and sanitize the country in favor of the system, hoping that one day the so-called system will come together and it will be able to work in favor of the citizens. But now, it's the government and the foreigners against the citizens, and that is the system we've created now. And a broken system, a system which has no update. It's the downgraded system, a system which needs the citizens to wake up and tell the government to update their system because the system is broken. And somebody will ask me, why don't you fix that system? I am not the person to fix that system. It's the so-called bloody politicians who are supposed to fix that system. And when they fail, the citizens, it is your responsibility because you form the government. Government is for the people, by the people. And so if the system is not working, it is the citizens who need to put the government on their feet. And if the government does not do so, we will not wait for rainy days where the flood will be too much to drag all of us out. We need to stand up for the occasion and to be able to say that we are resisting every oppressor's rule. Anybody who is an antagonist to the people of Ghana, we will rise above the occasion and save the country. So if the UK people have the authority to drive away illegal and miscreants who are in their country because the system has one way or the other failed, we Ghanaians, knowing that our system is already broken since Kwame Nkrumah time, we need to make sure that we sanitize our system. And that being so, we are not being xenophobic. We are not being tribalistic. We are not being religiosity. We are putting back all our political affiliation and looking at the common interest of Ghana because Ghana is our beloved country. And that is why we stand up to this occasion and then we clean our system as citizens.
So, Nestana, you are telling us that as a result of a broken system of Ghana or Ghanaians, the foreigners living in Ghana, they should suffer for it because the system is broken. The politicians fail to, put together. So the citizens they should suffer for it. Because, like you said, if you misbehave in the UK, you will be held accountable for it. Nobody will go and say, hey, Ghana must go because Ghanaians are misbehaving. Ghanaians, they'll say, Nestana must go because Nestana has misbehaved. But for Ghana, according to you, they fail to fix the system. So if one person misbehaves, it should affect everybody. And in your own estimation, is that a right analysis to make?
No, that's not a right analysis to make. And if you catch me well, I've not made that analysis. I'm only telling you that if you come to a country and there is laws, you need to obey the laws. You need to be a law-abiding person. We can't ask people to leave the country when they've not done anything. We are not irresponsible people. We are not unreasonable people. We are people with wisdom. We are people with intellect. We are saying that when you come into a country and then the laws of the country is resisting you from doing XYZ, you need to go according to what the laws are saying and be a law-abiding person. Stay in peace and harmony with the people. I'm telling you, Kwaku, if these people we are talking about, they had come to our country, they are doing their own jobs, they are marrying our own beautiful, lovely women, and then they are not going into contrary with what the laws are resisting them to do. If they are not doing the things we are allegedly going to their faces and telling them that you are doing, why would you go against them? You won't go against them. So because of the illegalities, because of their criminalities, because of the things that they are doing, which is not in accordance to what we want, what the country and the system want, we need to call a spade a spade. We need to look into the people's face and tell them that, hey, Massa, enough is enough. Because if you come to the country, so me ye dia was me ye na me nkotwi car 120 miles per hour. Me nkoku me no obi yire godai. Me nkoku obi ba. Me nkotu obi akoma ene na hara wan goton ya. Why would the system come and flush the people who are doing that out? They won't do it because I am
So Nestana, not to cut you short, that brings to my point. Why don't we deal with people individually? Why don't we deal with the criminals? Why are we putting them together? That is my question.
Why are you putting them together?
Exactly my point.
How would you know? How would you know if the person who committed the crime is a Benin, is a Nigerian, we have looked into the system, we've done our research, and we've known that if you look at ratio, if you look at the statistics, the statistics are giving you references to the number of people committing crimes in Ghana, and every crime which is committed by an immigrant is committed by Nigerians. I know that there are certain crimes which have been committed, like Galamsey and other things. We can link it up to the Chinese people. That are fine. That is fine because they are doing illegal things in our country, which everybody knows that the government is dealing with it. But when we talk about criminalities, when we're talking about armed robbery, when we're talking about kidnapping, when we're talking about you, your own brother, your own sister, Obiachine Kanitia, you are talking about what? We are looking at the person and saying, say, when we look at the statistics, everything that is happening are Nigerians. These are the people doing it. So because of that, let's drive everybody out of this. Anybody who is staying in our country who is a Nigerian, drive them out of the country. Drive them out of the country.
What statistics are you talking about? What statistics are you referring to? Go ahead. Make a submission and add it to it. Yeah.
We have come here, we have told you. Go on to the police police page, police headquarters, page. So go and look at the number of crimes, the people they've caught. Go and look at the number of Nigerians are caught and in reference, and then change them to any other nationalities. One common nationality who our police, who they men from military grammar for police. Every common arrest, any illegal person doing criminalities, armed robbery, cyber trafficking, cyber fraud, sex trafficking, organ harvesting. Go and look and come and tell me one common country which is not Nigerian but any other country. We are talking about things that we've gone on to on statistics, and we've been able to identify that if you take 100 Nigerians who are committing crimes, 99.9% of them is true that they are committing crime. Only about 0.1 people has some other nationalities, which are from Cameroon, from from Senegal, from other countries. But in a whole, the people who are doing all these crimes are from Nigeria, because we have opened our borders and allowing them to enter as massive as they can. We are not coming here just to say the thing is because what is happening on grounds. The report from the police is what we are using. If the police need to try, they can try. But the police need to catch and say, Nipa or Kokotna, a Northern Regional, or Kunipa, every Nipanam. Nipa or they are bringing parcels of substances which are purported to be bad substances, which is going to affect the youth negatively. There's so many for Nipa Yene Ankasa. We've gone out there to be able to identify people in Makati Hill where they are doing all sort of cyber fraud in the name of Ghana. Nipa, you see, we've caught them doing olosho asawo yako akochi omo ewo your friend was saying La Paz. All these things I bring it online. So you got olosho joins them. Omo nye Benin for, omo nye Senegalese. They are not Cote d'Ivoire. They are Nigerians, and then they trace allegiance to their campaigns. They are madams, they are august. So what are you telling me? We bring these things to here. We bring these things online and we show people.
Yes, it's true. You bring this. But look, in 2024, a survey in Nigeria revealed that the total of number of Nigerians, we are talking of 232.7 million Nigerians. That is in 2024. The population of Ghana is around 30, 35, something around 40, that column. So if you still, if there is a raid, if there is Olosho and you arrest 200 Nigerians, 500 Nigerians, that still cannot be the representation of a population of Nigerians doing that. That is just still a minority of Nigerians, because the people are many. So my question is, if some few people, some bad nuts are destroying the name or are involved in this, why don't we deal with these people individually instead of still targeting ethnicity, a country, a group? Don't you think we are being unfair to these people?
Is you being unfair asking me this question? It is you being unfair asking me this question.
Why am I being unfair? I'm only asking you a question.
You're being unfair because this statistics you are giving to me is chaff.
No, I gave you the population. The population of Nigeria.
That population, say if those people are trooping into our countries in the last time we checked, we've got 4 million Nigerians in our country. How many, subtracted from the 34 million Ghanaians are in total population? It means that Ghana for 30 million. 30 million, no, subtract other nationality from it. Now the number of Ghanaians who are just left in our country. If out of the 4 million, 1 million of them are doing Olosho, spreading across the length and breadth of our country. And then when we go to La Paz, and then we see that after the conference, after there's a conference of Olosho joints, and then you go there, and all the people that you see around, you got about 50 of them, and all of them are Nigerians. How then do you tell me that I shouldn't attack Nigerians? How do you want to tell me that I should attack any other person? Even if I call about 50 of them, 100 of them, 200 of them, and there is one single person from a different nationality, then the conversation will be different. However, even if there is a different nationality, compare the ratio of Nigerians doing Olosho, doing cyber frauding, doing organ harvesting, doing criminality, doing kidnapping, to other nationalities, combine all the whole Africa, or more Ghana. If we take 100 African countries, just 1% will represent the whole African country. 99% will be just Nigerians. Why do you want to tell me that every other country is subjecting to rejecting all these people called Nigerians? South Africa, have they attacked people who are coming from Ghana? They are Ghanaians in South Africa. Have you heard that South Africans are saying that we are rejecting Ghanaians, they should go back to their country? Have you heard that? Have you heard that Kenyans are saying that Ghanaians who are living in Kenya, they should go back to their country? Have you heard? Have you heard that any other country are protesting that Ghanaians living in their country, Senegalese living in their country, and Kenyans living in their country should leave their country because of what they are doing? Have you heard? No, you've not heard anything like that. Every other country is projecting Nigeria. And Obasanjo says, "How other countries not being you? Are they irresponsible? Are they not looking at statistics?"
But Nestena, that analysis is dead on arrival. Are you also telling me that because Nigerians, South Africans they are sacking Nigerians, Ghanaians? Why is that logic?
No. We are not looking at what they are doing. We are looking at what is good for our country.
Okay.
Listen, we are looking at patriotism. We are looking at our country. We have said so many times that don't go to any other person's country if you are living in West Africa. If you are living in Africa, make sure we are a developing country. Make sure you sit your bloody ass down in your own country and improve your own country. Don't go to any other West African countries that you are going to look for greener pastures. If there is anything going on in any other person's country, we are looking at our own patriotism. We are Ghanaians. Ghana is for Ghanaians. However, because of ECOWAS, we allow other people to come and enter. ECOWAS, but Ubedruma, make sure that you do what is lawfully abided by you to do. Gentlemen, we do not want you to go beyond and above your range and do things which are not accorded to you for you to do. You are talking about the fact that if you come into a country, the law says that for you to do retailing, just make sure that you have $1 million. That is the law. And you're going to be creating law. It's the framers of the Constitution who created that law. But we've got people who are in our country doing retailing, and then they don't have the minimum capital of $1 million, but they are doing it. Should I sit down and say that because they are our brothers, they are no bloody our brothers? We are patriotic people, and so we are making sure that the law is working. Look online, they are saying that let the law work. We are making sure that the law is working. However, if we do not put patriotism ahead, one day we are going to have a country which is being ruled by Nigerians. I'm telling you, one day we are going to have an MP of Ododo constituency who is Chuku de Chud. We are going to have a parliamentarian, an MP for Dadi Kotupong, who is called Chineze. We are going to have a Speaker of Parliament who is a Nigerian. We are going to have a President of the Republic of Ghana who is a Nigerian, because there is an ideology, there is a plan of these people coming into our country. And we want to make sure that we go in full force to be able to abolish their diabolic ideas and to be able to save the sovereignty of our country, the sanity of our country. The peace and security of our country is no more like it used to be. Why? Because there's an influx of people who have purported plans, who have planned something to take over Ghana. But our leaders are so adamant. Our leaders are so they have forgotten about the people who they represent. They have forgotten about the people that they paid. And to go because of the fact that we should allow people to come in, we should put away our patriotism. We can't put away our patriotism. Patriotism comes first before any other thing. So I debunk any ideas. What I want is for Ghana to be seen as the beacon of peace in our country. We have lost our peace index during the times when these people were coming in. We have lost the opportunity for people to say that 30 December is coming. They are flying all the way from the USA, from other countries to come and celebrate 30 December. Yesterday and last week, I got a group call of 10 Americans who are asking, Nestana, we have seen you all around saying that Ghana is not safe, Ghana is not safe. We want a common answer. Do you think we should come for 30 December? My answer was no, because Ghana is unsafe. Go and search the peace index of Ghana. We have moved from our first point in West Africa, and we've moved from our sixth point in the whole world to different kind of points. Why? Because there are Senegalese who are on the radar lambasting Ghana because illegal things have happened in our country, on our own soil. And you tell me that I should shut up? You tell me that I shouldn't put my patriotism ahead? Then why am I Ghanaian? Then we should all stop being on the internet. Yanda, out of the man, I'm Obianco.
All right, so guys, if you are still listening to us, we are live on Kweku Africa YouTube channel. My name is Kweku Africa, and we are also live on TikTok. On TikTok is Kweku Africa, and I'm having a conversation with Nes Tenor. Now, Nes Tenor is the vice president for Patriotic Concerned Youth Alliance. It's a group or organization which was formed to ensure that there is sanity in Ghana, to ensure that all the, illegal migrants living and perpetuating crimes in Ghana are dealt with. Those are the people the association was mainly formed for them. All right, so Nestana, let's come to Igbo Must Go. Now, the association was formed to rat out all those perpetuating crime. Now, where did it begin to target a single individual who has been in Ghana for so many years, married, have kids, have companies spread around Ghana, seeing and seeking to the development and welfare of Ghana, contributing to the economy of Ghana? How did the energy get channeled to him as an individual?
Thank you very much, Kweku. We got a leak of a story which was done by a journalist, and it was actually orchestrated by a group called Apex Ghana. So Apex Ghana helped these. They've been monitoring these people. They've been monitoring this guy for a long time, and they got an indication that this guy was trying to build up a massive kingdom in Ghana. And obviously, if you look into the directives of what our Ghanaian constitution goes against, it goes against people who come into our country and claim chieftaincy titles on their own self, when the law and the constitution, the Chieftaincy Act, does not support that. So when this was released, we got to know the details of what he wanted to do. And the details of what he wanted to do was to bring a kingdom from Nigeria and create an empire in Ghana, where he was single-handedly going to allow one tribe of Nigeria, which is the Igbo people, to come into Ghana, create a village, create an empire, create an institution where only Igbos will be allowed to come into the land, to be able to create roads, to name them after his bloody grandfathers and fathers, to be able to have police stations in Ghana, in that community, where he was going to create a botanical garden for the Igbos. He was going to create a conference room where the Igbos will come and do their meetings and other things, guest house where some governors and some ministers will, when they come to Ghana, they can come and reside. I must be honest. We as Ghanaians, when we saw that it went viral, everybody was troubled. Now, when we look at the illegalities of what this man have brought out into the public domain, trying to make people feel that it is only the Igbos who are entitled to enter that land. So when any crime is committed in Ghana, when we are looking for a missing child, when we are looking for people who have gone to steal, people who have gone to do X, Y, Z, and we can't find them, he's telling us that we have no jurisdiction to come into that confines of the village because it is only run by the Igbos, and he is the supreme being of the Igbo community. Therefore, he is able to even put up a police station where the people who become policemen are Igbos. What are you talking about? In what country can you go and then you tell yourself that you are going to create a community where you are going to build a police station, and the people who become policemen are not Ghanaians who are the sovereign owners of the land, but they are going to be Iborians who are going to be the police people? Therefore, to me in Congo, bro, because nipa no a budo ejina kwana no eye ibuni omo nwurem kwa no akohwehwe se oba no oyira no wa yira kwa kurasa ibo fo no omo ya adu ho. What country will stop so low and tolerate all these nonsense coming into your own land, and somebody taking all the power this person have been given was beyond? Therefore, we decided that, okay, based on what is going on, putting everything on the silver platter, putting everything on the facelift, we realized that there were illegalities. There were things that we need to look out for as a country. And so let's look at the best way to channel this information. So we did petitions. We petitioned the Interior Ministry. We petitioned the Parliament. we petitioned the Foreign Affairs Ministry, and then we petitioned the police. When we did all these things, we were going according to the rule of law for them to act in the sovereign power of the citizen and to act in favor of the citizens. But we know we are in a country where the leaders are the people who are serving foreigners. The country is being run by a president, but it is being sponsored by foreigners. And so we beg on our mercy, on a mercy seat. We kneel down and beg for our politicians to act on our behalf. They threw all our petitions in the bin. They did not want to listen to us. When we've identified a clear threat to national security, when we've identified a clear threat to the peace and security of our country, when everything was pointing hands to this person on his illegalities, of his criminalities, and the thing that he was doing, obviously, we came online. We brought about some people who have worked with him directly. A man from Anayejuma directly. They were saying that when this man is able to get into contact with people, and then because he's been able to have all these pictures with these huge personalities, on Okoshawa, now on the V8 Bear, the Wabishawa airport, no, are driving all the way from wherever you are and come to the Abud. When you come, he shows you all the pictures he's had with the past president and the past ministers. If you enter my house and have a picture with the Prime Minister of the Republic of the UK, I have a picture with.
I'll believe whatever you tell me.
You will believe whatever thing I'm telling you. And
right.
These are the criminality these people, like this man, was doing. In reference to just not that, but some other thing that he was doing, especially his chieftaincy, moving about with his chieftaincy regalia, showcasing himself as the king of the Igbos, when we know that even the people of the Igbo community, they resist what you are doing. Therefore, you are bringing some sort of unrest into our own country. So we rise up to the occasion. After the petitions that we gave were denied, and they didn't want to engage in it, we realized that no, the country is in a bad state because we believe that the leaders should take helms of affairs to do all these things. Yeah, they're actually leaders. Obviously, we voted for them. We are paying them with our taxpayers' money. But when the leaders fail, the citizens need to save the country. There should be somebody to save the country. We know and believe that all these people who are failing to point hands at this man is because he is their paymaster. He is paying them. They are receiving paychecks from this person. And because of that, they can't look him in the face and tell him that what you're doing is wrong. So we had a first demonstration, which was organized by Patriotic Concerned Youth Alliance. And the demonstration was just to make sure that the government and all other security agencies will look at what we are doing, get some sense of responsibility, and come to the aid of the citizens who are pleading and saying that, look at this man, put the constitution against what this man is doing, and then prosecute him if there is any sort of thing he's doing wrong, because we have given you petitions. Look at our petitions. We've been able to put certain laws and responsibilities. And we have said to you, make sure you prosecute him based on the illegalities he's doing. What is wrong with that? We did our lawful thing. We went on demonstration. The government didn't listen. It only brought Bianca from Nigeria to come into our grounds and come and speak to our irresponsible foreign affairs minister, who couldn't save the people of Ghana but ditched us out. He sold us out. The citizens were sold out by the irresponsible Okujoto Ablakwa.
He sold Ghana out. He sold Ghana out by saying that Ghana and Nigeria, we've had some history which we don't want it to repeat itself. Is that how he sold Ghana out?
He told Ghana that what the only issue Ghana has with Nigeria is about jollof rice. Is that not a sellout? Is that reasonable for a foreign affairs minister to sit in your platform and tell Ghanaians who have gone all the way on platform, on roads, to demonstrate that the only issue Ghanaians have with Nigeria is about jollof rice? That is irresponsible. That is childish. It doesn't make a single sense. We've had a Ghanaian born on Ghanaian soil working in a Ghana embassy in Nigeria who have been unalived by Nigerians. Ask me if Okojoto Ablakwa with his bald hair was able to go there or to speak to Ghanaians, to calm Ghanaians down, that we are going to do everything in our power to make sure that investigations are done to come out with the perpetrators of these bloody actions in Nigeria against our own sister who was unalive. Till date, you have nothing. But Ghanaians are fighting for our sovereign rights. We are fighting because Sabo Zongo, there are people who are eating in broad daylight, and somebody will sit on the back of a motorbike and go and spray people like they are spraying mosquitoes. And these are Nigerians doing all these illegalities. We have proof. And we ask ourselves, where are our leaders that we voted for? Where are the power that we've invested in them, that they should save us from the illegalities of these people? And when you go on any platform and Nigerians see you bring all these facts on board, then they get upset. Then it triggers their ego. Their ego is on the roof. They get upset because you are bringing out examples which is hitting them like a magnet. But that is the truth. Our people are dying. Our individuals are being unalived. Our children. Last time there was a guy who came on my platform and said, Nestana, I can't send my girl child to school on the way and say that goodbye. I need to make sure I hand the child over to the madam. One day I was late to go and pick the child up until I got to the school, and the teacher was telling me that a woman with a blonde hair have come to take your child because he said you said that you were sick, you can't come. When the man was rushing out to go and see where the child went, and daddy running straight to the car, holding the steer because the guy was about to accelerate and take the car off. And I said, you will die here. Thanks be to the people who were in Medina, who blocked the road, preventing this guy, this woman, who was driving and taking this man's child and other people's children who they have been chloroformed. These are live things that are happening. We know what they're saying. These are things happening in Ghana. And when they arrested this woman, she was in Nigeria and she had other people who were accompanying her. And yet we don't want, and we want sanity for our own country. So any Nigerian who is listening, we don't bloody care about what you tell me. I don't bloody care about your threats. All I care is that the Republic of Ghana will have sanity in our system. The Republic of Ghana will have some sense of responsibility to be able to protect our country, and the citizens will have peace of mind and do their own job. Thank you very much, Koku.
All right, so we are still in convo with Nestena. And Nestena is the Vice President for Patriotic Concerned Youth Alliance. You can join the convo by joining us on YouTube, Kweku Africa. And we have some messages there. Let me quickly rush there and read some of the messages. And then I'll be back to, continue with Nestena. So, oh my God, a lot of messages. Dubin.
You have a lot of messages.
Of course, you're a big name. I respect you for that. Dubin says, please make sure your message is. I can read insults, and I won't read insults. It is what it is. So make sure you send in clean messages so I can read them. You can share your opinion devoid of insults. I believe that. So this one says that he's contradicting himself. I don't know if it's me or Nestena. This one says his village statistics. Maybe he's throwing jabs to me. Margaret Apia comes in and says, this Kweku is betrayal. I've already put together my opinion. I said, I am a journalist. In issues like this, we need to have somebody standing in the middle. And that's why I've decided to be in the middle. I'm a Ghanaian, but I'll still moderate fairly. I'll be fair to the Nigerians, the Igbos, and I'll also be fair to Ghanaians. So it is what it is. This one says that last revelations by the government says contrary. Okay. Margaret Apia, Kweku, stop. Hey. I said I won't read insults. Hey. Okay, Kweku, stop. Keep on supporting these Nigerians. They get you or some of your family member. Okay. Hey, I'm your free. And you may Anointing Paul says, Kweku is eating from the Igbo king. Anyway, Magadapia says, 100% right. And Tom Watson, you this Nestena, you are big, I can't read that. You are in the UK and sitting on the mic telling Ghana people what you don't even know happening. Okay. Magadapia, Tom, you are a hypocrite. Tom Watson, you bloggers don't even know what you are fighting for. For just one man, and you are all spitting about Nigerians. Why not go to his house and make that noise since he's the one going against your, yeah. And Divine, Zor, we are going to lock their stores. Magadapia, Stena, I am with you. Frank Bamfo Boafo, we've wasted our votes. Magadapia, that's very pity. Divine, Zor, they will go. We don't care about that. Magadapia, Igbos have an agenda. Time no day, oh, we need to deal with them before it's too late. And Divine Zor says we will appear. Okay, Tom, only making mouth touch one Igbo. Okay, only making mouth touch one Igbo man, then you know that you should have done it the right way. Divine, they must go. Magadapia, Divine, I'm so sad to hear such things. Okay, Frank Banfo, is this what we voted for? And Stana, we support you. The government is not talking, is talking or taking. The pastors are okay, it's not talking. The pastors are not talking. The media is not talking. The celebrities are not talking. Even the chiefs are also not talking. What about the gods of Ghana? They are not also. So who are you that can't even come out publicly to stand for your country? You are there sitting and making noise on the mic. I think he's throwing me jab. I think he's referring to me. Also, Paul, this guy is afraid that Igbo man will become president of Ghana. Igbo people are in government in many countries, if you don't know. Magadapia, the military have to take over and rule the country. Tom Watson, they are jokers. All right, so I'll come back and read the remaining of your messages. We have some issues to tackle. So let me move on to Nestena. So Nestena, you alleged in one of your videos that on the day of the citizen arrest, the Igbo king was should I say was picked up by national security. But I first of all wanted to clarify this. What happened that you guys, the Patriotic Concerned Youth Alliance, were unable to arrest the Igbo king, the much publicized event, the much talk about event? What happened that after Dr. Asna Yariga came to read a very sober and Pan-Africanist message? What happened?
Thank you very much, Kwaku. I just want to state on authority that the citizen arrest was not organized by a Patriotic Concern Youth Alliance.
Okay.
The citizen arrest was organized by Dr. Hassan Ayariga.
Wow.
Yeah, he organized it and he sought our support. But it wasn't something leaders of Patriotic Concern Alliance sat down and said we're going to do citizen arrest. We are all people of the country, and we will support anything that comes in the interest of the country. But it wasn't organized by us. So Dr. Sayariga brought the dates on 17th, which was on Kokwana's live, and came on my live show and said 18th, because 17th was the arrival of people who were going to do the citizen arrest, and the 18th was the main event. So it was not really organized by us. If
noted. Noted. I said noted.
Yeah. So yeah.
Noted.
Because
but at the end of the day, it was in your own. It was in the interest of all of you, right? A common cause.
Yeah. So we did what we needed to do. We prepared ourselves. We were ready, and I must be honest and tell you that there was a lot of pressure on Doctor. The Thursday, he called me and said that he was going to the CID headquarters because they had invited him, and they had invited him because Chukwude has run to the police station, has run to the CID headquarters, the homicide department of the police headquarters, and said that his life is in danger and that of his family. His kids don't want to stay home because they have seen on the internet that there is going to be a citizen arrest on their father. So he's asking the police to intervene and bring Dr. Hassan Riga to justice and speak to him. So they've called him and then they've asked him to come to the police station where Dr. Hasanga said that he has an interview with me and he has other things to do. So he'll come on a Thursday. So he went on a Thursday. And on a Thursday, they had a bit of confrontation here and there with him and asked him to stand down because the man is feeling unsafe and because people were actually ready for action. And obviously, Kwaku, I must be honest, Ghanaians were ready because we were sick and tired with always coming on social media. And then this man don't show any sort of respect to Ghanaians because he classified the youth as uncultured. He classified the youth as people who are not reasonable because he is a man who can be able to stand and sit on his throne and say that he can single-handedly go to Ghana Immigration Service and rescue 541 Nigerians out of the Immigration Service and deport them by himself. This is the power the politicians has given this road. There's a word he doesn't want. I'm going to use it. This ragamuffin guy. Yeah, there's a word he used in his call suit that he gave to Dr. Asanaga. He said he doesn't want to hear it. I'm using it. This ragamuffin guy, he is able to go to Ghana Immigration Service and then with the direction of Mr. Basintali, he is able to say that he deported 541 Nigerians. So obviously, Ghanaians hearing all these words from this man, showing that he does not respect the people of Ghana, they were angry. So they spoke to Dr. Asanaga. He wrote his own statement here and there, and then he left. And they were still asking him to step down. He said he was not going to step down. Even if he step down, he can't direct the people of Ghana to step down because he has stepped down as a politician, but he leave the rest to Ghanaians for them to take their own justice. Now he comes home, and the East Legon police also gives him an invitation right from the police headquarters. He gets home, and they say, "Oh, the people, the East Legon police."
East Legon police station. Okay.
So he went there. He went to see them. And he said they also have received a complaint by Chukwude because he's staying in 2020 Otensi, East Legon. Moved to the East Legon police station to report that his life is at risk because on the 18th, Dr. Asanaga is come to slaughter him. So they also begged that he should step down. He said, I will step down, but Ghanaians, I can't control them. And he went home, and there was a call he received from the Interior Minister, Muntaka Mubarak, asking him to step down because he's causing uproar. He's causing the country to be under tension because he is making his brother, John Drummond Mahama, unpopular. And these are words from the Interior Minister to the extent that he threatened Dr. Asanaga if he does go ahead, this is what is going to happen. But we ask ourselves, Kwaku, these same questions. Did he not hear of our first demonstration? Did the Interior Minister not hear of our second demonstration? Did the Interior Minister not hear that Ghanaians are dying? In the dying minute, when you know that Ghanaians are angry, that is where you come in and tell us what. So there were other calls, not from only the Interior Minister. There were other calls from some sections of government. And I'm well reliably informed that there were informants who drove straight from Flagstaff House to Dr. Asanaga's house to call him to order.
Wow.
So the pressure on him alone was too
much.
Therefore, he needed to throw in the towel. Not because he feared, but because he's a man of integrity. He's a man who respects the rule of law. So even though we have all come together and asked that the government comes in, the president speak to us, media speak to us, they all went silent until the D-Day. They then came in, Yoko, National Investigation Bureau, and police, they all came in to say that now we were ready to take up the case. And then a man taking case, now all this while when we were on the street begging for you to talk. It doesn't make sense. So we decided that, okay, if you say you are going to take charge, that's fine. So Dr. Asanaga went ahead and then declared that Everybody should calm down. We are not going to do this again. But let me tell you one thing.
Oh, so since you asked, my own brother, Dixon Omari is also not supporting me. Is it? I'm surprised my own brother is supporting this Nigerians.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I'm with only them if they showed good character. Dixon is watching. That's what is make me laugh, because my own brother is also not supporting. He also feels I'm supporting Nigerians.
So we decided that, okay, based on what has happened, and we have some Nigerians come on in my DM. In fact, that day, there are a lot of messages I got. My phone almost went off because the pressure on my phone, because they know that next Tana, I am the chief orchestrator of all these. I am
That's right.
the one who organized and make sure that this thing is happening. So
That's
my
right.
phone was buzzing, and I had 10 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 who bought tickets all the way from United States of America, flown all the way from USA because of citizen arrest. I've got 5 people who flew all the way from Germany with drones and came to Ghana on the 17th. They touched down on 17th. Kwaku, we had Ni Jata, who was releasing as men. We had the people from Boko who had already chartered a bus and were coming all the way from Boko. We have people a man in the UK who had a boxing team, who had already organized his boxes.
Wow.
To the extent that we have hired an excavator. I'll not tell you what that excavator was going to do.
Excavator is what do you go to now say?
May catch now say and you're playing fan. We were ready for 18th. So the heartbreak of Ghanaians after the declaration from Dr. Asanege was too much. It was too much. And I think that wherever the Igbo king went to sleep, the fake Igbo king, because the uproar and the anger in Ghanaians, because of his utterances, filthy, smelly utterances, it's too much. And so we were ready. We were ready for the 18th.
But on the day of the citizen arrest, it's been confirmed that he was in the house. In fact, 2 people have confirmed. Pigeon 12 has confirmed, and Barrister Agbato has also confirmed that they were with him. So why do you keep saying it's on the day? You know, so according to your own account, on the day, what happened? Tell me.
Deal with legit people. Don't deal with pigeon prophets. That's riffraff. You don't deal with those kind of people.
I mean that is unfair.
This man came
to him.
No. If I tell you that deal with legit people, I'm saying that because if this guy was bold, what I didn't think I could arrest him. One of us have boldness now, or the car more the church. And then you got chain on. One of us have boldness. Men come. Don't deal with people like that. What we make me I was the one who arrested Barrister. I was the one who arrested Barrister to all your TikTok live, and I'm a male police for our channel. Patriotic Concerning Alliance, we arrested him. We paid the money for them to go and arrest him. Because
he saw
that. And that is why we say that those people are sellout. I show pictures of him with the Igbo king. I have pictures, Angelo. And I'm if I say no.
But no, I have that. But there's nothing wrong with that to take a picture with the Igbo king.
The Igbo king. That is a traitor.
President John Dramani Mahama has a picture with the Igbo king. Former President Jokum Kufuor has a picture with the Igbo king. All the prominent people.
I'm saying that, and so we do not believe although they are traitors.
I mean, how does taking picture with Igbo king make you a traitor? I mean, that is
no, Chairman. Yeah, that picture now on the enriching himself against Ghanaians. He's using that name. He's using the fact that President Kufuor, you're my friend. This person is using the images of these individuals to enrich himself. I'll send you audios where this man is saying that when they get to his gate and then they see this, he uses those pictures and tell them that I have gold. Let's go to PMMC. PMMC able to me ascertain the asset of my gold, and it's legit. One gold or the Koyana and legit. The other part gold or knowing a fake. We have ascertained this. So if PJ Prophet come and tells you that that day not Ophia, it's a lie, because we went to spy the house a night on the 17th, and this man was not in the house because he was taken away. He was taken away from his house. Even though said Dr. Hassan Ariya on the 17th, I've come to say Embasso, but he believed that it was going to come on until he left the house.
So you are saying that on the day of the second arrest, we should believe you that the Igbo king was whisked away, but he was whisked away by the national security. Is that what you are saying?
He was sneaked out of his house. He was sneaked out of his house. He was not in his house. When Pigeon Prophet was saying that they were pounding fufu and they were waiting for us, they should have stayed in the house. And I'm saying they should thank their stars. They should thank their stars. Anybody who's got Tom Watson in the comment section, I'm not really interested in your stupid analysis because you are an illiterate. You are filthy rat.
Oh, take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy.
I'm just saying, sir. I'm just saying, sir. Listen, that day he was. I'm saying that day he was.
Hold on. Please don't disrespect the people. Like I've said,
we can comport yourself.
We can always make our point devoid of insult. So if somebody is,
I'm not insulting. I'm not interested in his comments. It's not an insult. I'm not interested in his comments. Yeah, it's not an insult. I'm saying, say that day he was in his house. He was sneaked out because he felt that his life was not safe. So he sneaked out. He was not. If he was in his house, why? If you knew that you didn't fear, why then you didn't go to the police? Allow the citizen arrest to happen. Don't go and report yourself to the police and ask for mercy. And that is what we are saying. So we are Burma, now what's your balls? If you think that you have men. Open Burma also Pigeon Prophet or Burma. Now Burma will or Burma. Nebu flats are no Burma. So I'm telling you for a fact, if you say you are a man, you shouldn't have gone to the police to come and ask for mercy. Allow the citizen arrest to happen, and so that you can come out. So that you can come out and face the men who are at your gates, at your entrance. Because you have put this Nigerian flag, Nigerian coat of arms on your gate. And then portray yourself like you're an ambassador from Nigeria. What are you talking about? We don't care about anything. He was not in his house.
Okay.
He ran away. And then he wanted us to come and meet an empty house.
All right. Vice President for Patriotic Concerned Youth Alliance. I mean, the association which was formed basically to deal with the Igbos living in Ghana. I mean, it is what it is. So that is it. I think I'm back. Let me check. I went off.
Yeah,
I'm back. I'm still back. I'll iterate. So next, now let's move to this section. Now, what is next? What is next? After the failed arrest of the Igbo king, what is next?
Thank you very much. After the failed arrest of the Igbo king, it wasn't a failed arrest. It was an arrest of caution. So we have learned some sort of lessons out of these things because we do not want anything whatsoever to happen to we proclaiming online what we want to do. There's a lot of things going on which we cannot see online because if you are attacking an enemy and then you give all your analysis to the enemy, you are doomed. So we are doing a lot of things background and backdoor. We yesterday I received a call from Dr. Hassan Irega telling me, sir, he's been invited by Iyoko, he's been invited by National Investigating Bureau, he's been invited by the CID. They are asking a lot of evidences from him, which he's providing to them against this man. You know that there's impending court cases for Kokwana. There's an impending court case for Dr. Hassan Irega. So all these are going on. As an organization, we are not pronouncing what we are doing online. We say that you keep silent and you attack the enemy when they are unaware. So the 18th no FAD because Yabaha and the Bekayan will be ready until the Wunya would say echo police or not. If we have not come out to say, he wouldn't have been able to go to the police and go and say all this. We would have caught him red-handed in his own house. So there are a lot of things that we are doing. But Esia Koku you will make a video on it and come and post on the YouTube, and people are going to see what we are doing. So just don't worry, just relax. We are not saying anything online anymore.
Okay. Okay. And what about Pigeon Prof? I mean, Pigeon Prof literally said nothing wrong. I mean, he just came out to, just like all of us were saying, and now you seem to have a legal tussle with him. What's up with him?
Oh, he's in court. He's in court with Dr. Hassan Erega. Yeah, he's in court because Pigeon Prof, he said a lot of things against Dr. Hassan Erega. So he took it upon himself.
Okay.
That, okay, I'm going to arrest you. Come and explain what you are saying at me. The negative things you are saying at me, come and explain to the court. So now they are in court and he's explaining himself. And the last time the court invited him to court, he told the court that he was sick. But we've been able to ascertain that there was no sickness because he was delaying. Because yesterday he was premiering his movie, and or the sickness no I catch the court and they say because of his sickness he cannot come to court, and that is because he was delaying the court proceedings because of his movie. Now we have ascertained a report which shows that he was not sick, and the court is going to deal with him in the rightful way because you can't lie to the court because of your movie. So on the doctor I get a court. So MD court no now when it is done, you will see what the court's response is going to be against all his illegalities and the things that he's doing in Ghana against Ghanaians and everything. It's another I'm going to detail, but on the doctor I get a court.
All right, we are still live with Nastana. Man, my camera. So I'm back with another camera.
So
all right, let's see how this goes. So all right. So let's go.
Feedback.
So Ness, you're also making a lot of allegations. Now, one allegation I also saw on your TikTok page had to do with the long and forgotten land that the Igbo king denied of ever buying. And I saw you posted something. You were saying you were trying to show that the land really exists. What's up with that?
The land exists. Last week, we've sent somebody to the land because on my live show, I got somebody coming on the land and saying that, oh, Nestana, I have a land which is close to that man's land. If you are able to send somebody to come on the land, I'm going to show you the land. So last week we sent somebody. We sent one of our people to the land, and I've got videos of the land on my phone. And we went to the chief on the land. Feedback. We went to the chief who is in Agotor. And the chief, when we said to them that the people from the diaspora, they are angry, Ghanaians are angry because you sold this land out. The chief was apologetic and said that me I am not a yet because it's a family. So I would want to go and meet with the family and then discuss why they sold the land. But we are almost starting to see land in school. Your corner, they have started building on the land, and I won't lie to you. I just want to see if I can see some things on about the. But say when we went, they have started building on the land, and it's not so be the same. Then I'm say these are videos of these are videos. Okay, my phone, yeah. These are videos of
Wow.
Obi Ayatsuana or land. So the person was on the land taking videos on the land. This is what Obi say. Me say. So we pay somebody to go and we don't just come and talk. We pay somebody to go and look on the land. So the land is there. It's been bought. And when we asked the chief, do you know who bought the land? I said, there's a guy called Murphy who bought the land in the name of Chukwudi. So
No,
all these things.
let's set the record straight. I mean,
Yeah.
Chukwudi denied that he hasn't bought 50 acres of land, but that doesn't mean that he doesn't have any land. He owns lands and factories in Ghana. He only denied that he didn't buy that 50 acres of land that was alleged. So if you see him having 1 or 2 plots of land, I mean,
It's not 2 plots of land. Whatever thing we saw on the land is 250 acres of land. We did 50 plots of land.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you very well.
And did you hear my question?
Yeah, I'm saying that on here 2 plots of land.
Okay.
Everything that he has bought, we have gone to see that is 250 acres of land. You have gone to see it. As I said,
so you can confirm that the said land, 50 acres of land, which eventually the Igbo king denied, really exists. You can confirm it.
I can confirm with everything, and I've showed you videos of me nipa mesumano me video show nipa mesumano okoye videos of the other me, and then we went to the chief of Agoto Ekobisa and said that land, can you confirm if it's been bought by this person? And I'll say it's been bought by this person, but and you're on the tone yet. But on the uncle, oh, here be big a craving uncle, their family now, assassin, because he knows that one day the people of Agoto are going to rise against his kinship. I'm telling you on the fertile grounds.
Do you know that this case it can land you in court? Do you know that the way around what you are saying?
It can land me in court.
Yes, it can land you in court. Because this is a big issue that you are revisiting.
And I make a choice say, a proof, any other council. I have showed you proof, say, the land, my video in job, but the video actually on my phone. So the video is here. And we also give to our lawyers. We want to know the deep down. Also on Toya, you're going to look at the land. You're going to speak to the chief. What are you talking about?
Wow.
Chairman.
All right, guys. Leave your comments in the comment section and let me read them. Let me check TikTok if I have some questions on TikTok. Okay. Let me check YouTube. Let me read some of your questions. And so this one, okay, let me read from down up because there are a number of questions which I need to read them. So this one from Fifi Bonzi. Fifi Bonzi says, and I read, I don't understand why Nigerians will always point to their numbers. It's been proven time and time again that numbers means nothing. It started way before David and Goliath. Tom Watson says so many people will be in jail because of this, because of the amount. I can see that coming. Kenneth says, how can we be in our country and be unsafe because the sitting president? Okay, let me. Okay, all right. Because coming, Kenneth. How can we be in our own country and be unsafe because the sitting president's stepmother is from Nigeria, giving them all his support and power to do whatever they want to Ghanaians? Tom Watson, no one should add Nigerian name on that because Nigeria is too big for you to mention. Okay, let me write this before I forget. Injunction. Okay, on. Yeah, must go. Okay. All right. Now let me read some of your comments. So, Tom Watson again. Okay, Tom Watson. If he offends the law of Ghana, he should be dealt with. Tom Watson. Good. That is what we want to hear. Provide the evidence and let them prosecute him and stop calling Nigerian name. Comfort Ajimani. He was not in the house. He went to his wife's hometown. On the day of his sitting arrest, the standard is saying that the national security they whisk him away. You are also saying he went to his wife's hometown. Okay. So Kenneth saying our country was peaceful when the Igbos were not much in our country. Tom Watson, how can taking pictures with a person make you sell out and you are lying because the Igbo man was in his house that day? Stop yobbing. Were you there? You and I were not there. Frank Banfo Boafo, Mr. Judas frustrated us on that day. Who is Mr. Judas? Our president is our Judas. Oh, okay. You want to say President JVM frustrated you on that day. Okay, I get it. Divine, so Ghana is not for any political parties. Ghana is for we, the youth and Ghanaians. And Divine, Ghana is for Nigeria, it's for Ghanaians, not Nigerians. Okay. All right. And certified fact. Kweku, you in Ghana. I don't get that. Magarapia, Tom, you cannot be there. And Tom Watson, you are the animal warrior. Okay, some insults over there. But we don't listen to this Abdullah Husseini. As for me, I'm upset with our lazy and blind leaders. Magarapia says, Tom, you cannot be there. Okay. All right, so Tom Watson, if there is something going on in Ghana that you don't like, you people should come out and protest. Make it serious, not cho. Okay. Let me see if there is some neutral commentary. The ability have to think blah blah blah. Okay. Also, Paul, this guy is afraid that Igbo man will become. Okay, I already read up to this point, and I think I read the ones on Facebook as well. Okay. Let me come. So next tender. Now, the day I spoke to Pigeon Prof, he also made some allegation that there is a court injunction on you guys even mentioning Nigeria must go or Igbo must go. And that's the reason why, even in your current, I don't know if you guys are embarking on a new protest or a new demo. He said you guys cannot on any day say Nigeria must go, Igbo must go, because there's a court injunction on it. So you guys, as it sounds, you guys are afraid. Can you clarify that?
There's a court injunction on saying that
there is a court injunction.
There is a court injunction on Avosa, not Patriotic Concerned Alliance, not Ghanaians. There's a court injunction on Avosa because Avosa was the people who were going to start Nigeria must go in Kumasi, and then there was issues from the police putting court injunction on them from going on that demonstration. It's Avosa. So Avosa cannot do any demonstration in Kumasi or anywhere saying that Nigeria must go, but there is no court injunction on any other Ghanaian. Anything.
Oh, Avosa is what? Is that an organization?
So Ashanti Defense Force. They are the people who protect Okenso, Otum 482. So they were going on a demonstration against Nigerians, and there was a court injunction. But court injunction needed to organization. So I'm found to Ghana for also. So if I raise up one day and I say that I'm going to talk about Nigeria must go, there is nobody who can say anything. You understand? So, and I'm saying, try to speak to people who are intellectual. Don't speak to any other person. And with pigeon prophet.
Hey, Barrister Buana Wakaza for them.
Barrister on the Kaza. No, God is a gum. People would never phone so a pay a chow and son, and stand a barrister. Oh,
but there is nothing wrong with that. Why do you guys make it look like apology means weakness? Apology doesn't mean weakness.
Apology doesn't mean weakness, but then you have to have sense enough to stop putting things on people when you do not have what it takes. You understand? You are Ghanaian. we are Ghana ni pick a crash or hungo baby na ya pick a grana mawa. Tina sana we baby na go fit the old go can go for sene abasa e be edin some tools na ye say kwaku because of kwaku ka say na sana na ade mo ye say boni na say kwaku ye ko kwaku this free chugu do na o cha say e kwaku te sa unu say wa ate won butum kra no oboto ne to ate scan kra ehwegu unika pre wa council na nipa ka say mu fa ho you be angry. You take the person on because when you say you have not taken anything, you are very dignified, you are a respected person. So nobody can come and say that about you. What you say? The barrister there on your Mr. Suchi. It's not my class, so I don't talk to him about it.
Now, so Nestina, in 2 minutes, can you classify the behavior of the government towards this whole issue? Because in all this issue, in my own point of view, they've taken a stance to protect their visitors, which is the Nigerians, and even recently the president has even gone further to say that he's even planning of reducing that $1 million that allows people, foreigners to have before they come and open. They come into trading in Ghana. They are going to review it so that it can open up for a number of people to come and invest in Ghana. And they are all turning their back to, this whole Igbo must go, Igbo to Nigeria thing. And in 2 minutes, what is your take on that whole issue?
Yeah, I can do it less than 2 minutes for you. The behavior of the government is disgusting. It's abysmal. It is a sellout that whatever thing we are fighting for, it makes everybody who is a citizen feel that this is the government and the foreigners in collaboration against the citizens who are on their knees begging for the government to intervene and make sanity reign in the Republic of Ghana. Because everything shows that the government is unconcerned about the unalivement of these people. But the government will bring a national halt on anything in Ghana when one person who is a family member of a prominent person in government to halt. The whole Ghana be caught into a standstill. Say, don't drama and Mahama. The battery you cry a tour. The whole Ghana will go on a standstill. But many who go, yeah, my many yanum take a crasia, omode a brodia, and a sabi a chiomoto. Chewing stick. They cannot afford what security the ordinary people can afford. We are the people who will continue to be poor, and then the rich will continue to be rich because the government do not bloody care about its citizens. And Senegal government has raised investigation into the murder of Cheikh Touré because it is a government which is concerned about its people. When a U.S. person, one person from the United States, comes into a different country, not Uhua, the whole U.S. government will raise investigation into this. Why would only Ghana, when people are dying and the citizens are concerned, the government becomes blinded? The government does not want to listen. It shows the extent of care. It shows the extent of support the government has for its people. And we have said so many times, do not believe in politics. Don't do NDC MPP say the policy they try to fruma and believe in the fact that are you safe in the country? Are your people safe in the country? Are the citizens safe? Because the government we see today, they are abysmal. Almost should say they do not care about the people. They are only thinking about their pockets. They are only thinking about siphoning money from the government into their own private accounts. And that is why they are busy looking at all these things. And people are also thinking about their own career, becoming ECOWAS president and all things, because we are reliably informed that the president of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, is looking at renewing his candidature to becoming the president of ECOWAS. And you know, ECOWAS country, ECOWAS, that drew. they will come at him and say that John Dramani Mahama, you were the one who was saying Nigeria must go. Why do you want to become an ECOWAS president? People are putting their career ahead of the citizens. And that is what every Ghanaian should be able to look out to and see that they are not reasonable. They are not in conforming to the things that the Ghanaian people want. They are only looking at their people. They are only looking at their country. They are only looking at their own pockets, but not the citizens. And that is what I will say in less than 2 minutes, that the government has been a rejecter of the citizen. He has been a collaborator with the foreigners against the citizens. The government is in bed with all these criminals. We are asking for deportations. And the government says that me, I'm not going to mind anybody. I'll do what I do as a government. And that is abysmal. And people are crying day in and day out. People are on our phones day in and day out, sending us screen recordings, sending us audio messages, begging us to do more because thank you very much, Goku.
All right, that was Nestena we just heard from, and we've had a very extensive conversation. We'll be bringing our conversation to an end. We've done 1 hour 25 minutes. That's a lot of talk. So let me read your final, questions, and then I will go for Nestena's final view, and then maybe we'll bring this interview to an end. That is, if there's nothing more to add. So all right, we've already done this. Tom Watson. So many people will be in. Okay, we've already read this. Tom Watson. So many Igbos have some plot of that land. It's not just for him alone. Go and do your finding well. Oh, so that means what he's saying is true. But if a group of Igbos come together to buy land at one place, then it is still.
It's an Igbo empire.
Getting to. The same thing that we've been talking about, right? Is that not correct? Yeah, come and give me your Watson. Come and let me know if you are saying many Igbos have some plot of that land. It's not just him alone. So, well, come and let me hear you. Margaret Apia says Muhammad is mute, all because of this blah 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 blah. If you bring any insult, I won't read any insult. Yeah. So that's it. Let me see TikTok. Today we couldn't stream live on TikTok. So I decided to do something which I think is not helping. I saw one comment here. Let me see if I can find it. All right, I can't find it. Okay, let's start your final commentary. Your final commentary, and we'll bring this conversation to an end. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Goku. I'll make it snappy. I think my final commentary and my final conversation is that Ghanaians, we are up for a war. We are up for a fight. And this fight, we are not stopping today, we are not stopping tomorrow. We've heard of incidences in Tamale where Igbos are installing themselves as Ibona of Tamale. And this is abysmal because they are only looking at taking territorial effect on our own land. We have said so many times that make sure that you reflect on the words in the pledge that you promise on your honor to be faithful and loyal to Ghana, your motherland. You pledge yourself to the service of Ghana with all your strength and with all your heart. You promise to hold in high esteem our heritage won for us through the blood and toil of our fathers. And you promise in all things to uphold and defend the good name of Ghana. So help you God. Thank you, Kwaku, for hosting Nestana on your live show. Thank you very much.
All right, Nestana, thank you so much. It's been so nice talking to you.
Hello?
I don't know, but from afar,
Yeah,
you exude a lot of wisdom from afar. Personally, I like you so much.
What do you feel?
Okay.
Me too.
Me feel you. Me feel you.
Also feeling me.
Oh yes. Me feel you.
Thank you very much.
I love how you go around things, and how professional you do your. I feel you.
Thank you, boss.
So,
Thank you, boss.
Kudos.
At least more fun.
Oh yes. I had not supporters. What we have to say. We would say, it be a central. If you so what you do, we'll fight it direct for the cause. and you were being said, "What would you manage to me?" It won't is and see, once we mount the platform like this, you won't see me talking. I mean, I need to be fair to the very people
Okay.
and moderating the issue again. And I think you've spoken so well. I mean, you didn't get emotional. You've been very professional, and yeah, I mean that's great. So many people don't stand are unable to stand this.
Thank you. We
So
well, somebody said, now you are prepared. So I was already prepared. So there's so many things I wanted to say, but that is not your line of questioning. It's in the man, come on, Sam. Yeah, but I also want to say that you've done a lot of. I don't. There are so many people who want to interview me, but I reject it. But because I knew that I've seen your works, I've seen what you do, so I said, okay, let me give it a go. And you see, this is the first time somebody's interviewing me. Most of the time, I will go with the
okay.
interview, and I don't accept interviews, but because I know what you do, and that's the respect I have for you, I had to agree to it. So this is the first time I've accepted so many people in my DMs, Nigerians, other people who want to. There are a guy who would speak even for Ghana, or Nigeria no speak for Ghana, wanted to interview me. I said no, I don't go on any Nigerian's platform and say anything. But for the respect I have for Coco Africa, I had to agree to it. So I want to also say a big thank you to you, and I respect what you do. Keep doing what you do. Ghana for the so far as I said, you didn't so again. And so they wish that you also say in favor of Ghana, but obviously you are working, you are doing your journalism, you are doing it well. So big ups to you as well, Charlie. You are doing a great job. Thank you very much, bro.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Nestor. And thank you for all of you who sent those wonderful messages. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. That's amazing. I mean, a number of messages. Let me see if there is some final messages that maybe I'll push you through, and then we'll bring this conversation to an end. Okay, let me see. So I think that's it. That's it. Okay, so guys, I mean, hopefully another time we'll have another interactive and educative analysis once
Yeah,
again. Don't
yeah,
forget
thank you.
here, no insult. We speak fact, unbiased, and we go straight to the point and we hit the nail right on the head. My name is Kweku Africa, and it's been wonderful hosting this live session with Nestena. It's a wrap today. It's a wrap for today. Thank you, Nestena. Goodbye, and all those watching. Goodbye, guys. See you another time.